Alrighty, people. Flavor to Delight Aprium. This guy is freaking awesome. 3 years in the ground. It's 8 feet tall, about 6 feet in diameter, and relatively low. I have it about 2 feet off of the ground. Kind of coming up here. Hi, kitty. So that's about 2 feet off the ground. Good scaffolding, branching. Nice thing about Apriums, just like apricots, you don't really have to prune them that much. It's just you prune back the dead branches, dying branches. The downside to an Aprium, just like an apricot, is that they flower really early. But we had a very early spring and not a good hard frost after flowering. In fact, we had the opposite. So the heat came in and really took out a lot of the pollinators, because it was about 95 degrees, and pollinators don't really like going around and pollinating flowers if it's too hot. They don't want to work too hard. But this guy flowered before that heat event. Look at these Apriums. All right, Apriums, 75% apricot, 25% plum. I don't know exactly what varieties are bred together to create this Flavor Delight Aprium, but hot diggity, it is really good. We bought some apricots from Costco because we like apricots, and we tried them out and they were just like watery, not much flavor at all. It was not very good. And then these Apriums, they just started to ripen. Birds are picking them off the tree, and other animals are picking them off the tree, which is why I put these nice little security blankets over my fruit to protect the fruit. Not all of them. I want the birds to eat some of this food, but I'm going to protect the majority of it. Now, how much does it produce? The Flavor Delight Aprium produces about 200 fruit at about this size of a tree. Year 2, I already got fruit. It tasted really good. Year 3, I think it tastes even better. And here is the fruit size. It's about the size of a ping pong ball. Beautiful blushing on the outside. Nice red blush. This one, a little green on the side there. But even with it being green, I'm gonna take a bite. Check this out. Wow. All right. Look at how juicy that is. Woohoo! Hot diggity. So much juiciness. The flavor is great. Has a nice little plum tang at the very end of it. End of the flavor journey. But this guy, really good. Highly recommend it. The Flavor Delight Aprium. I think I want to get the Summer Delight. I think it's called the Summer Delight Aprium. Ripens a little bit later, but I like Apriums more than apricots. They're a little bit more juicy, which the downside is if you're going to dry them, it's relatively hard to dry them. Harder, takes a little bit longer because they're not as dry as apricots. More juice, but that apricot flavor, oh, so good. Yep. Really good. Man alive. Just think apricot with twice as much juice. And when I say juice, really good apricot juice, not just this watered down type apricot flavor. Really, really nice. I prefer Apriums over apricots, but there are some really good apricot varieties out there. In fact, I have 5 different varieties of apricots and then these 2 Apriums. I say 2 because right next to this one is a cotton candy Aprium. Dun dun dun. This guy, definitely not ripe yet. Had a little bit of dieback this last year, but it is fruiting just like the Flavor Delight. It is a little bit more red in terms of blush. Come on, focus, focus. There we go. A little bit more red on the outside, but as soon as this green goes bye-bye, it's ready and it's ripe. Has a little bit more kick to the cotton candy compared to the Flavor Delight. If you don't like the kick, I don't recommend getting it. But if you like diversity of flavor, some sweet, some sharp, little tang going on there, then I'd recommend getting both of these. It is the first week of May, and the Flavor Delight is already ripe, ready for eating and picking. And yeah, it'll stay on the tree for a good week or two if all the animals don't eat it. That's another nice thing about Apriums. They'll stay on the tree, and they don't tend to rot as much as the apricot if you leave them on the tree. The cotton candy Aprium, on the other hand, this one will ripen in the next 2 weeks or so if other animals don't get to it before I do. But I'm really glad to have these Apriums be ripe. All my apricots did not make the lack of pollination that occurred this spring because that heat wave. In fact, the pluaries, gosh, girls, why are you so noisy? The pluaries right here, there's no fruit on them whatsoever this year. No pollinators. It's been a problem. But the Apriums, they ripened just in time to get those pollinators and to cross-pollinate with each other. Really nice stuff. The size is about the size of a ping pong ball. High lacewing. Yeah, he's a good guy right there. Yeah, you want him. He's going to kill all the aphids. Get him. Get those aphids. Both of these are, I think this one is a semi-dwarf and this is a dwarfing variety. I'd recommend just getting the semi-dwarf and keeping the size down, because then you can let it grow as tall as you want or as short as you want. But this dwarfing variety, I think it just stays too small. It's about 6 feet tall. It does produce a good amount of fruit, but I want a little bit more vigorous growth for these established trees. Oh, there go the cats. Hi, cats. Okay, that's the summary for Apriums. I highly recommend getting them over apricots. They're really good if you like the diversity of flavor. If you don't like the diversity of flavor with a mix between apricot and plum, then just stick with apricots or just stick with plums. But I dig them. And the family digs them too. So that just means that I'm right? I think so. Okay, let me know if you have any questions about Apriums, or maybe what is your favorite variety of Aprium or apricot.